Good morning, yogis. I'd like you to come into an easy seated position. Go ahead and close your eyes. Begin to inhale and exhale through your nose. For this short practice to get the stiffness out in the morning, you don't need any props. If you have trouble with down dog, I have a video on ways to modify it, and I'll put that up here. You can come onto your forearms, and you might want a couple of blocks. But otherwise, none of these poses need any sort of props. And then slowly blink your eyes open. Take your hands to your ankles. Inhale forward. Exhale, really round that back. We're doing a seated cat-cow. You should be feeling this in your low back. And if you'd like to use a mantra for this practice, I'm going to suggest Sat Nam, which is usually translated as truth is my identity. And to me, that means our truth is that we are meant to be happy, even in the worst of times. And you may be going through the worst of times, and if you are, I am so much love to you. It's been a hard year on everyone. Let's go ahead and come to stillness. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale forward. Stretch out over to your left side, really pushing against your right knee. Round your back again. Push against your left knee and inhale forward. But the truth is, we are meant to be happy. Go ahead and smooth that out. And sometimes, even in the very worst of times, we can't see it. When we come to stillness, we're going to go in the other direction. Inhale forward. Push against that left knee. Round back. Push against the right knee. And then begin to smooth that out. Make it a bit more fluid. But sometimes when we look back on the worst times of our life, we realize that we really grew. Something good did come out of it. It doesn't feel like it when we're going through it, but that's often how it ends up being, that we have to go through those bad times. Go ahead, come to stillness. And then inhale forward again, another seated cat-cow variation. And this time you should be feeling it a bit more in your upper back than your lower back. So that's Sat Nam. You can be repeating this to yourself. Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Couple more. Come to stillness. Swing yourself around so your soles of your feet are on the mat, pointing towards the short end of the mat. Go ahead and come down onto your elbows slowly. Walk your feet as close to your glutes as you can get. Chin is slightly tucked. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to peel your back up off the mat. Hips are lifting up. Knees are pointing towards the short end of your mat. Exhale. Slowly come down. And we're just going to continue to keep going back and forth like that. You may find that you can bring your feet a little closer after that first one. I know that first one for me can be a little tough. Those hammies are a little tight. Right, up on the inhale. Maybe coming up a little further. Down on the exhale. And we're stretching out those hamstrings. A little bit into the thighs as well. Opening up our heart. And a couple more. Last one. Make it the best one. Really coming up. And then slowly, slowly melt back down into your mat. Coming over onto your side, gently taking time with your transition. Coming onto your abs, bringing your head down towards your mat. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tops of your feet are on the mat. Elbows come into your body. Inhale, think about your head going forward and then up into baby cobra. And then push up and back into child's pose. Hips are coming back towards your heels. And then we're going to move back and forth between cobra and child pose. You're always thinking about moving out before moving up. We always want to emphasize length in our spine, and that helps us to breathe. If we're not breathing, we're not doing yoga, we're just stretching, which is a great thing to do. Stretching is great, but it's not the same thing as yoga. And go ahead and come into tabletop. Spread your fingers really wide. Press into your index fingers and your thumbs. Curl your toes under. Inhale, exhale. Lift your hips up, keeping your knees really bent. Maybe having to wiggle your feet back a little bit. Your ears are about level with your biceps. Go ahead and bend one knee, straighten the other leg. And then bend the other knee, straighten the other leg. Go ahead and walk your dog. Getting those calves stretched out. I don't know about you, but I have very, very tight calves, as many, many runners do. Couple more. And go ahead and come to stillness. Pull your abs in. Think about your legs and your arms kind of stretching towards each other. And then exhale, come to your knees into a tabletop position. This time we're going to go into regular cat-cow. So inhale, bring your chest forward through your arms. Exhale, round your back like a scared cat, a Halloween cat. Inhale, making sure that your head is in line with your spine, so you're not going like that. Kind of looking down at your mat. Really pulling your abs up and in. And letting them stretch back out. Shoulders relax. Notice where they are. Couple more. Nice and slow. Maybe thinking sat on the inhale, nam on the exhale. Last one. Begin to come into an easy seated position. Take your hands up on your shoulders, sitting up really straight. Inhale to your left, sat. Exhale to your right, nam. Sat, nam. And you can go at your own speed. It could be a lot faster than me. It could be slower than me. You can speed up as you go along, whatever feels right to you this morning. one last chance to really loosen up that spine before you get out into your day. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And come ahead, come to stillness. Press the palms of your hands together at chest height, pressing your thumbs into your chest, really pressing those palms together, getting active. Eyes are closed. And I want to end as we began with a few deep breaths. Notice if you feel any different than when you came to your mat this morning. What I really want you to notice is when you get up and walk away from your mat, how do you feel? Does everything feel a little bit looser? A little more awake, maybe? Thank you so much for joining me for this short practice. I really do hope you're going out into your day feeling more relaxed, less stiff, and ready to just go with the flow all day long. Namaste.